What time is it?
So I'm going to tell you a story today with a little secret in it. Not a big secret, but it's something that detectives know. Anybody that investigates crimes like the FBI or the police, whoever, they use this technique, and it'll help you a lot because having good judgment, good discernment, knowing what's real and what's not, that's real important right now, and it's going to become even more important in the next few years, I think. We really need to keep our heads on a swivel, keep our wits about us, stay alert, pay attention. And this is just one little trick I wanted to pass along. So here it is. When the police are investigating like a murder or something, and or let's say they were investigating these chemtrails, I feel like Steve Martin when the old arrow through the head trick. Steve Martin? No? Too old of a reference? Okay. Anyway, let's say the police are investigating a murder and they don't have enough evidence. Well, one of the things they'll do is they'll look for what should be happening but is not. Do you get that? They'll look for what should be happening but is not. Okay, now an example, remember Scott Peterson? He was a guy who supposedly killed his wife on New Year's Eve or something like that and took her out in a boat and threw her overboard. Well, they put a bug on Scott's car, illegally by the way, and they tracked his movements when they hadn't charged him yet with the murder. And he said that he was going out looking for his wife, but he didn't do that. He would go out to fast food restaurants and pizza joints and the malls and just walk around. He never went out anywhere searching for his wife. And so the police knew this guy's not searching for his wife. He should be. Like if your wife was really missing and you didn't know what happened to her, you'd be scouring the earth looking for your loved one. But if you're O.J. Simpson and you're like, I'm playing golf, then people know, oh, he's not out there looking for his wife. He's the one who probably killed her. That's what they know. They look for what should be happening but isn't there. Okay? I'll give you an example from our own lives. We just had the 48th anniversary, the 47th anniversary, something like that, of the moon landing. And I've noticed every year that there's no parade for the moon landing. There's no moon landing day. It's not a national holiday, even though it's supposedly one of the greatest feats of mankind and certainly one of the high points of our nation, even though the president who was in charge during that time, Richard Nixon, was kicked out. He was being impeached and kicked out for lying to the American public. And after he was kicked out, all the other Apollo moon missions were canceled, and we've never been back to the moon since. And now everybody pretty much thinks that the moon landing is fake, which makes you wonder, why don't they celebrate Moon Landing Day? How come it's not a national holiday? How come there's not a parade? How come those guys don't go out and give speeches every fucking year? They don't do that. So that makes you really wonder, how come we've never been back to the moon? Let's take another example. Sandy Hook. How come there's not a movie of the week about that, or just a regular feature film out about Sandy Hook? How come there's not tons of books talking about it? How come there's not a parade in that day for those people, or some kind of big memorial where they all gather around and reminisce about their lost children? There's a lot of weird things that aren't there that should be there. And when things aren't there, that makes you wonder, maybe it's not true. All right? It's a pretty good secret. Cops know that. A lot of moms know that one too. Now you do. Good luck.